YouTube, JamieTheKid00 here, coming to you guys with an Evilswarm deck profile. Now this is something that I really didn't think I was ever going to say when I first started playing Evilswarm, but I've been playing this deck for fun recently, and I never thought I'd find this deck fun because it's so simple, but I've been playing this on Dueling Network recently because I've been getting really tired of playing really complicated decks, and I've really just wanted to play something that simplifies game states recently, something that just boils down to basic grind games. Reminds me a lot of Dino Rabbit and just something simple because I've been tired. I'm getting a little tired of playing things like Mermail, my Gigaplant deck, things like that just take a lot of thought process and have huge 20 to 30 step plays. I just wanted to have something that was really simple, and this is what I've been testing. So I'm just gonna go through this list and show you guys what I've actually been playing on the network of dueling, and it's been working out okay. I tried a Card E variant with 3 copies of Card instead of the Veilers, which I currently main deck, and that one just wasn't working out as well as I'd hoped. But I've been really enjoying this, and to be fair, the Evilswarm trap just makes it ridiculous, in my opinion. That card is outrageous, and I should probably play more than I actually do. So I'm going to start off with the One Rabbit. This is one of the 3 non-Evilswarm monsters in the deck. I still am a big fan of the Rabbit variant, because of the fact that the trap can recycle your normal monsters, so the rabbit is a little bit more alive in here, even though it's at 1. And hey, you can be a sack and open this, and for some reason Dueling Network loves to let me open this, so the One Rabbit for sack factor. 3 copies of Evilswarm Heliotrope as our rabbit targets. Heliotrope is good, and in my opinion better than Sabersaurus and some other generic normal monsters because of its 1950 body. This card can kill over Thunder King and any other relevant 1900 monsters. I guess DCK, if DCK is still played in some decks. I did see it at the regionals. It's just an out to almost every normal summonable monster, except for Gene-Warp Warwolf, which you just won't see. He kills over almost every Fire Fist, and that includes, even if Bear has, Tenki Tensu, if the Tenki Tensu Gyoko is 1900, this thing can still swing over it. So it's quite good against most things. So in my opinion, it's a good card even without the rabbit factor. I then play 3 copies of the obvious Evilswarm Castor. Castor is the bread and butter of this deck in my opinion. This card makes your plays happen. It gives you your acceleration that you need. Just summon this guy, normal summon this guy. You get your extra normal summon, which is a condition. That basically the only thing that can stop this is Veiler because it doesn't activate. Skill Drain because this effect doesn't activate. Just happens. It sets a condition upon its summon. So that guy's crazy good. 3 cards of Evilswarm Mandragora, which a friend of mine likes to joke looks like me, apparently. Yes, Dave, I'm doing this for you. I'm saying this for you. Apparently this looks like me. I don't see the resemblance. I used to have that fringe, to be fair. Evilswarm Mandragora is just, again, a really, really powerful card. I did test it at 2, but at times there were situations in which I just didn't have the Castor, so it just gave me more consistent Ophion and Exiton plays, so I bumped the card back up to 3. So there's them. And then 3 copies of Evilswarm Thunderbird. Thunderbird is really, really nice. I really like summoning this guy into 5 back row, because if you can summon him, and then he'll bait out the warning, and then if your opponent wants to try and trap this guy with a Fiendish Chain, he needs to burn 2 cards, because they need to burn the 1 card to bait this out, and then Fiendish Chain it, so it's 2. So this card is really good at gaining your advantage and getting churning through those back row, because it can bait out the warning, which means you can then make power plays, or it can bait out multiple cards to get it just get its pesky ass off the board. And then the last Evilswarm monster I play, which shouldn't be a surprise, is 3 copies of Evilswarm Kirkion, Cercion, however you want to say it. I say Cercion because in Japan it's spelled with a C. Apparently, in the Japanese translation, it was spelled with a C, so that's where I picked up the name. 3 Kirkion it's incredible. I absolutely love it in the deck. It's what made me want to pick the deck up again. I had the whole skeleton, but when I first had the deck back in Dragon Ruler format, big Dragon Ruler format with the babies, these were the Kirkions that were in the deck. The Cercions that were in the deck were borrowed off of my girlfriend, now fiance. So now I actually have my own ones because she quit and sold all hers. So now I finally have my own ones after about 6 months. So now I can play the deck again. So the Kirkions. And then the final 2 monsters I play are 2 copies of Effect Veiler. Because why not, yo? I really like Effect Veiler. I wanted to play some form of hand trap, and I really like Effect Veiler over the Max C at the moment, especially in Evilswarm where you don't want your opponent going off anyway. So Max C is kind of counterintuitive because you're going to be stopping your opponent going off. So that's it for the monsters. We have a very small spell lineup. Well, it's kind of small in my opinion, but it's bigger than the Mermail spell lineup, I guess. We play the 1 Dark Hole, the 1 Book of Moon, the 1 Reinforcement of the Army for the Castor, because like this means you play 4 Castors, and Castor plus any Evilswarm means that you're opening Ophion. So that's that. Double Mystical Space Typhoon. I don't like 3 in the deck because we play 2 Pandemic. And I don't like 3 Pandemic at the moment because I feel that 3 clogs a bit. 2 has been a good number for me. The only reason I like 3 is that I'm more likely to open it. So if I go like Castor, Heliotrope, and they go Torrential, I'm more likely to have this in hand as an opening. But at the same time, I'd rather not have it clog because I've had some real nightmare hands with it. And then for mainly for the Mermail matchup, but also this kind of works in the Fire matchup as well. I play double Forbidden Dress just to stop my guys getting destroyed. And hey, if I can use it to, if I have like a game swing, I can use it to preempt D-Prisons and things like that. If I just play this and then go 1950 with Ophion. So it's a pretty damn good card. I still really like it. Yes, I'm aware Skill Prisoner is a thing, but at the same time, Dress is really, really useful. And it's also good at combating Damage Step Lance as well. When your opponent tries to Damage Step Lance over your Ophion, you can have this to save you in the damage step, so that's pretty nice. So that's the spell lineup, and then we have a pretty big trap lineup. I love traps. I just wish I could play more. So the trap lineup is 1 Infestation Infection. This card is insane. Literally just the ability to go, oh, you're going to try and Torrential me, you're going to try and Bottomless me, flip this, put the monster back in the deck, search a Kirkion. Okay, I now have a 1-card Ophion in my hand, and I can keep searching them every turn. Oh. So this card is legit. This card is the main reason I picked up the deck again, so I really like this. I then play double Safe Zone because A protects your Ophion, that's the main thing, and B also has great synergy with the Master Key Beetle in the deck. So Master Key Safe Zone is a nice lock. Also, something that I really like in the deck anyway, but also contributes to the Master Key Beetle lock, is 2 copies of Vanity's Emptiness. Master Key has a great interaction with this, but of course you also have the Ophion interaction with it, which is pretty good. Just the fact that you can drop Emptiness and Ophion, and then even if they get past the Ophion, you can flip the Emptiness and you win. So it's pretty nice. A trap I've been testing over the third Fiendish Chain is 1 copy of Skill Prisoner. Skill Prisoner is something you can check out in the card review that I did of this. I did a review between this and Breakthrough Skill. So if you want to go check out my thoughts on that, please go check out that video. But the 1 Skill Prisoner has been testing okay. I'm not sure if I prefer the third Fiendish Chain. I feel that in a build where I didn't run in a build where I don't run 2 Veiler, I'd prefer the third Fiendish Chain to the Skill Prisoner. But at the moment, Skill Prisoner has been really good at protecting the Ophion from bears and Mermail, Atlantean Heavy Infantries, to name just a few. But it's been really effective at just protecting my guys. Then I played the accompanying 2 Fiendish Chain. I have no quarrel with that. 2 Fiendish Chain is absolutely ridiculous. I love the card at the moment. Then Double Mirror, because it's massive removal, and you need that in a deck which doesn't generate too much advantage. Then the 1 Bottomless, the 1 Torrential, and the 1 Solemn Warning. Right, so this is the complete main deck. We're going to move on to the extra deck now. Now I'm kind of glad because now I can actually show you the full extra deck that I played on Dueling Network, because before on DN, I played 2 Exciton Knights on Dueling Network because you can get them both off in this deck, but I only owned 1, now I own 2, so I can actually do the extra deck exactly as I play it. So we play the 1 Evilswarm Bahamut. This is my favourite Evilswarm in the game. It's my favourite artwork. I absolutely love this guy. It's Big Eye, but it can attack with a slightly higher cost. So Bahamut is crazy. Evilswarm Ouroboros. Again, this card is something you don't bring out that often, but it's really versatile and it gets you around a lot of problem cards. And you can make this pretty easy if you have Castor, Kirkion, and 2 Evilswarms engraved. You can just go Castor, Kirkion, get a guy back and make this. So it's good for getting around really awkward stuff, ripping stuff out of your opponent's hand if you happen to need to do that. It's versatile. It's just what I love about it. And then the 3 copies of Ophion, which are the kind of the boss, the main card of the deck. Some people will say, don't you think Ophion is a bit obsolete because dragons are seeing a little less play? I mean, this does give you a great matchup against Mermail and Heretic, but people will say, don't you think this is a bit obsolete now that fire is a thing? Well, if you look at my main deck, you'll see that I've actually accounted for the Fire Fist matchup with quite a few very Fire Fist damaging cards, but B, you're also not actually reading the full card if you think this is obsolete with the reduction of dragons. Yes, its primary use is to stop level 5 or higher from being summoned, but also you're forgetting the fact that you can, this card also searches for its own Forbidden Lance. A Forbidden Lance not just for itself, but for every Evilswarm on the field, and you're also forgetting the fact that at 2,550, it's also one of the biggest rank 4s in the game that can be made with, made with 2 material, so you're forgetting 2 very key points that make Evilswarm Ophion a very, very good card, so... This card is by no means obsolete anymore, and it does a great matchup in the meta. And I feel that if you angle your main deck correctly, you can have good matchups against the things that Evilswarm were previously bad at. The kind of same thing that when Rabbit was editing his main deck to deal with Insectors while also kind of still having a good matchup against everything else. And then we play 2 copies of the gorgeous Evilswarm Exciton Knight. This is the last Evilswarm I play. I don't play Thanatos or Nightmare or anything like that. But Exciton Knight is a card that this deck actually makes really, really powerful in its own right. Like, Exciton Knight is good anyway, but the fact that you can go, say your opponent goes first, like, and sets up a board, you can just go Castor, Heliotrope, make this, and if you have the spell in hand, unless they have Effect Veiler, there is pretty much, Effect Veiler or Solemn Warning, there is almost nothing you can do. If you have, I forgot what it's called now, if you have the Infestation Infection, I think that's the name of the spell, or all sorts of other protection cards which you play in the deck, this card is almost unstoppable. So you will resolve this, and there have been times in the game, that's why I play 2 of these on Dueling Network, where you'll resolve one and your opponent will get rid of it, and they'll think, hey, yes, I can actually start to recoup advantage, I can set things, I can be reckless, and then when you drop the second one, it's absolutely ridiculous. So that's why there's double Exciton Knight in here. I am getting rid of one, and I don't think it's practical to have to, but in kind of the dream environment that is Dueling Network, you can play 2, and it's really nice to have that second one, because to be honest, you're only almost like 99% of the time you'll be making these cards. You'll never make anything else, but so you have a lot of space in the extra deck, but this is the rest of the stuff I play in the extra deck that I hardly ever make. The Master Key Beetle is something that I do kind of make, but like I only make it when I have an emptiness in a safe zone. Otherwise, I just make the Ophion, because the Ophion is a better choice. But this card comes out occasionally and is ridiculously good, so Master Key Beetle is a card. The one number 101 Silent Honor Arc, we can't forget about how good this card is, so Honor Arc. The one Digusto Emerald for recycling our stuff. Sometimes putting 3 Kirkions back in the deck is the best thing you can ever do, or putting your Ophion back, or putting your Bahamut back, just because you need to make certain plays. So, Digusto Emerald is pretty ridiculous, and it's a beautiful dual terminal one, so why not? Why not? One Diamond Direwolf for dealing with those one-off cards that are really shutting you out, just in case. Just in case. You never know what can shut you out. Like, a well-timed Shadow Mirror can sometimes put you in a crap position. The one Maestroke, because it's a good defensive version of 101. One Cowboy, because, hey, burn is a thing. The one Abyss Dweller, because Abyss Dweller is ridiculous. It's just ridiculous in the Mermail matchup right now. And then one number 85 Crazy Box for skill drain. The whole reason this card is in here is for skill drain. I was literally thinking, especially because I played skill drain this weekend at the regionals, I would hate to run into skill drain as a Mermail, as an Evilswarm player. So I'd love to have a way around that. So I played I played the one number 85 Crazy Box just to give you an out to skill drain. So that was the complete main and extra. I do not have a side deck for you guys, I'm afraid. I don't really like making side decks that often. I guess I can look into putting the deck list in the description below if you guys are looking to net deck this, but I really don't enjoy doing that because it takes up so much of my time. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope you actually give Evilswarm a try if you're feeling a bit bored with the format now. It does suffer against Fire Fist to an extent, but at the same time I feel that I've made a build that can kind of hold its own against that deck. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed. This has been Jamie the Kid 00, and I'll see you guys next time with some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Related content. I finally have the videos from my top 8, top 4, and top 2 feature matches in at Cardiff Regionals, so you can see how I play Mermail, because I know a lot of you have asked me to record my Mermail games. So they're all recorded. I need to do dub for some of them because the audio is not suitable for my channel. It was a bit bantery. And yeah, they'll be up within the next week or so. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.